Foodie Phonics friends. I hope you're all happy and well today. I've got some exciting food for you to look at and to bake with today. But first, let's have a look at the letter of the alphabet that we're learning about today. Letter M makes a sound in words. Are you ready? Sounds like delicious food, doesn't it? Let's have a look at the picture on the back of my card. For mouse. Can you hear the sound when we say mouse? Shall we have a look what else is on my table that starts with a sound? Over here, I have Molly Mop. For mop. Molly Mop helps me to dust away all the dust off of my desk. Mop. I also have a mirror. For mirror. You can look in the mirror when you're brushing your hair. Mirror. Over here, I have a little pile of money. Money. Can you hear the sound when we say those words? Money. I'll put it down over here. On the far side over here, I have a mango. Mango. You could use your mango to make what we're going to make today, but I'm going to leave my mango for another day. For mango. I'll just put it down at the back over here, seeing as I'm not going to use it today. I have a stack of measuring cups. For measuring cups. We're going to use our measuring cups today to make our Mudpie Milk. Yummy! Doesn't that sound delicious? For milk. I'm using almond milk today because that's my favorite milkshake milk, but you can use any milk that you drink. Milk. Shall we get right into making our Mudpie Milk? Okie dokie. I also have a big book on my desk for a map. For map. This is a map of the whole world where all of us live. Map. There we go. I'm going to close my map book and put it on my table over here. There you are. I have another book to show you with Mickey and Minnie. There they are. For Mickey, for Minnie. Okay, I'm going to stand this on the other end of the table over there. Righty-ho. This is my learning book. I'll just put that on my table over here with the math book. And now I'm ready for us to make our Mudpie Milk. I'll bring my big board over to my side of the table. I have the recipe for us, so you can follow along if you wish to. On the menu today, for menu, is our Mudpie Milk. The first thing that the recipe tells me to do is to take half a cup of coconut butter. I don't have coconut butter, so I'm going to use a quarter cup of coconut oil. Here's my bowl to mix it in. I'm going to pour a quarter cup. There it is. Can you see the oil pouring in? Some of it's a bit solid, so there's some lumps, but that's okay because my blender will swish them all together. I'm going to pour the olive oil, sorry, it's not olive oil, it's coconut oil, into my jug. Righty-ho. And then I'm also going to add a quarter cup of margarine. For margarine. Okay, open the lid. I'm going to use a spoon to scoop out my margarine into my quarter cup. There we go. One scoop. Oopsie daisies, I think a half a scoop more and that'll be a quarter cup. Squish it down a little bit. Maybe there's too much. Let's have a look. No, I think think that's about right. This was a messy measure, wasn't it? There's my 1/4 cup of margarine going into the jug. There we are. I'll use this spoon to scoop the margarine off. Fantastic. I'll rest them on my cup. Close the lid. Now, my recipe says to add 1 tablespoon of peanut butter. If you're not allowed to eat peanut butter, you can eat tahini instead, or check with mummy and daddy or another adult what it is that you can use instead of peanut butter. Now, a tablespoon is a little bit bigger than a normal spoon. This is a tablespoon and this is a normal spoon. I'm going to use a tablespoon for my peanut butter. There we go, 1 tablespoon into the jug. Fantastic, I'll let that drip off in the jug. Close up my peanut butter and get back to my recipe. My recipe says next to add 2 small bananas. Well, I'm only going to add 1 banana today because my banana is a little bit bigger than usual. There it is. So I don't need 2, I just need 1. Remember, we have to peel the skin when we use a banana. We can't eat the banana skin, but you can break your banana skin up into smaller pieces and put it into your garden for your compost. Banana skin helps plants to grow very healthy. You break up little pieces of your banana. That one's too big, isn't it? There we go. Little pieces into your jug. There we are. Fantastic. Okie dokie. And then I need to wash my hands. There we are. Just use my wet one for today. And then I'll put it in my bin. I have a bin back over here on my desk. There it is, my bin. Okay, let's get back to the recipe. The recipe says after the banana to add a 1/4 cup of cocoa powder. If you don't have cocoa powder at home, you can use any flavor you like. This is my cocoa. It's a bit messy. When I open the bag, the cocoa powder puffs out sometimes. So I have to use the same 1/4 cup of cocoa powder that we used for the butter and the coconut oil. I'll show you in a minute. Whoopsie daisy, this is lumpy and messy. There we have our 1/4 cup of cocoa powder. That goes into the jug too. Tap, tap, tap it out. There's a little bit more left in there. It's stuck to the coconut oil and the margarine. Righty-ho. Back in there we go. And let's have a look at our recipe again. Oh, there's cocoa powder all over my hand. It's a messy recipe, this one, isn't it? Okie dokie. My recipe says to add 3 tablespoons of nectar. I'm going to use honey, and I'm not going to use 3 tablespoons. That would be way too sweet for me. So I'm just going to use 1 tablespoon. There's my honey. My honey starts with a Manuka honey. Okay. I've already used my tablespoon. It's a bit dirty, so I'm going to use the smaller spoon, and maybe I'll use 2 of those because they're smaller than a tablespoon. There we go. Oh, doesn't that honey look delicious and golden? Whoopsie daisies. I caught it just in time. I have a clean teaspoon over, and I'll need my teaspoon for the cinnamon in a minute. I don't want to get sticky honey all over it. I'll use the butter spoon to scoop it into my bowl, or jug actually. There we go, that can drip off in there. And then I'll get another spoon, or like we said, a 1/2 spoon more of honey. There you go, my 1/2 spoon of Manuka honey into the jug. You can help Mummy and Daddy put all of these ingredients into your jug because none of them are hot or sharp or dangerous. But always do be careful and make sure you ask an adult first. Righty-ho, we have our honey in our recipe. Next, my recipe says to add 1 teaspoon of vanilla. So I'll do that. Here's my vanilla. I'll just give it a little shake to mix it up. And I'll add 1 teaspoon of vanilla into the jug. I don't think I'm going to bring this one closer to the camera for you to see because it's very liquidy and it might spill onto my floor. Okay, 1 teaspoon into the jug. There we go. And now my recipe says to add a 1/4 teaspoon of cinnamon. Cinnamon is a spice in here. My cinnamon bottle has sprinkling holes on the top, so I'm not actually going to measure a 1/4 teaspoon. I'm actually just going to sprinkle some in. Oop, that'll be good. Okay, and lastly, my recipe says at the very bottom there, a pinch of salt. A pinch is really only just a very little bit. I can show you. A teeny tiny pinch of salt between my fingertips. Into the jug. There we go. Now the fun part. It's actually a very noisy part, and you will definitely have to ask an adult to help you. I'm going to use my blender to blend all of these ingredients together. It's a bit noisy, so if you'd like to block your ears, you can do that. Here's my blender. I will show you the jug. It's way down at the back at the moment. I'll show you when I'm finished mixing it. Would you like to see the ingredients before I blend it? That's a good idea. Molly Mop just fell down. There they are. See, they're not mixed together at all. You can see the banana pieces. You can see the peanut butter, the cocoa, and the honey. Okay, now I'm going to use my blender to blend all of those ingredients together. Are you ready? Block your ears. It's going to be a little bit noisy. There we go. I'll show you in a minute. Very thick and fudgy. If you've watched the Fudgy Figs video, you might remember I dipped my figs into a fudge sauce. Well, this is that fudgy sauce. So yummy. I'm just going to mix it a little bit more. Around the back here you can see the margarine hasn't quite mixed in yet. Are you ready? I'm going to be a little bit noisy. In fact, I'm going to add a little bit of milk to mine because it's very thick for my mixer. I'll lift up the jug so I can show you just a touch of milk. There we go. That's enough milk for my mud pie. For now, I'm going to top it up with milk when we drink it. Okay, I'm just going to connect my mixer again. Where are we? There we are. Are you ready? Block your ears if it's too noisy for you. I can lift it up a little bit now. Oops, it's messing a little. Righto. Fantastic. This looks so delicious. Bring it to the front over here. I'm just going to use my teaspoon to scrape the mud pie off of my blender into the jug. It's really yummy and it's very healthy. There's a little bit of honey in it for the sugar, but besides that, it's a very healthy mud pie recipe. Or fudge, if you want to make it into a fudge recipe, you have to pour this mud pie mixture into a container that can go into the freezer. And then you leave it in the freezer. Whoops, I'm making a big mess to get a little bit solid. And then you'll have your fudge. But we're going to make mud pie milk today. So here we go. I'm going to add some more milk. Yummy. This is going to be delicious. Okay. Yummy. I'll bring it closer for you to have a look. You can't really see the milk from there, can you? Doesn't that look delicious? Okay, ready for the blender one more time? There we are. I'm going to attach it to the part that's plugged in. There we go. Oh, click it into place. Alright, if it's too noisy for you, block your ears. Going to blend it one last time and then we'll be ready to taste our mud pie milk. It's ready for drinking. Uh-oh, that book nearly fell down. I'll show you how it's ready for drinking now. See, I can swirl it around like a milkshake. And there you have your Mudpie Milk. I have my straw back here. I'm going to sip my Mudpie Milk. Are you ready for the flavour? Oh, it's like a double thick healthy milkshake. I can't wait for you to make your Mudpie Milk. It really is delicious, boys and girls. I'll see you tomorrow for more Foodie Phonics. Bye for now.